Your host for Motorweek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motorweek. We're glad to have you with us. Crossover utility vehicles are the latest trend in people moving, and Toyota, for one, is making sure it has every crossover nuance covered. That's the idea behind the Venza, a sleek new midsize crossover with the comforts of a Camry and the all-weather capabilities of a Highlander. So let's see if that means the Venza is wanting for anything else. First, it was the Mercedes-Benz CLS, a four-door luxury sedan shaped like a low-roof coupe. Then that slickness of form was applied to a five-door luxury crossover, the BMW X6. But leave it to Toyota to bring this latest automotive fashion to the utility masses in the 2009 Venza. And judging from the crowds at Venza's debut during Detroit's '08 auto show, it may indeed have mass appeal. Like Ford with its Mini Cooper-ish flex, the Venza is supposed to be more of a lifestyle vehicle than a workaholic. Toyota says the Venza is really more car than crossover, with as much flair as flexibility. The Venza's aerodynamic shape begins with artfully sculpted headlamps, flanked by a wide-mouth grille. To lower the visual cues, fog lamps are pushed as far down and outside as they will go. On the profile, there are short front and rear overhangs, well-drawn character lines, and a low arched roofline. Wheels are 19 and 20 inches. The sleek shell has a wheelbase of 109.3 inches and an overall length of 189 inches, so size is similar to a Highlander, which, along with the Camry, the Venza shares much. The wagon-like back end has a large rear hatch with optional power, topped with a standard spoiler. V6 power gains dual exhaust tips. The Venza's interior really surprised us. While some coupe-like models compromise ease of entry and headroom, the Venza does not. To the contrary, car-like low rocker panels, narrow door sills, and flat minivan-style floor make getting in and out a snap. Plus, front and rear headroom are within an inch of the Highlander. The refined five-passenger cabin features a sweeping dash design that promises accessibility. Gauges and controls are ergonomically rich. The center console houses a high-place gear shift, cup holders, and two deep storage bins, one with a power point and auxiliary audio jack. Standard fitment includes dual-zone automatic climate, a dedicated holder for your PDA, and 7 airbags. Overhead is an optional panoramic roof, a first for the Toyota lineup. Available too is navigation with real-time traffic, a backup camera, and Bluetooth. For siphoning in tunes, there's CD changer audio with satellite radio, upgradable to a JBL 13-speaker unit. Besides adequate headroom, the 60-40 split rear seat has more legroom than Highlander and reclines up to 14 degrees for added comfort. Behind the rear seats is an abundant 34.4 cubic feet of cargo space. With seats down, it expands to a large 70.1 cubic feet. A low cargo floor height also makes loading an easier task. Venza power includes a choice. Standard is a new 2.7-liter four-cylinder rated at 182 horsepower and 182 pound-feet of torque. Common with the Highlander is the optional 3.5-liter V6 with 268 horsepower and 246 pound-feet of torque. It gives a maximum towing capacity of 3,500 pounds. Both engines are tied to a 6-speed automatic transmission with manual mode that feeds either a front or all-wheel drive system. Toyota estimates an impressive 6.7 seconds 0 to 60 for the V6. Government fuel economy ratings for a two-wheel drive V6 Venza are 19 city, 26 highway on regular gas. That's better than the 6-passenger Ford Flex. Venza's energy impact score is a moderate 15.6 barrels of oil per year with a carbon footprint of 8.3 tons of CO2 emitted annually. Similar to Highlander, Venza is outfitted with a McPherson strut front and rear suspension. ABS, traction control, and stability control are all standard. But the driving experience is a nice notch up from Highlander. Well planted, very quiet, with a compliant ride and less body sway in corners. The electric power steering is extremely responsive in both high-speed and parking lot situations. and the Venza is indeed priced for the masses. The Venza 4-cylinder starts at $26,695, while the V6 is based at $28,520. All-wheel drive adds $1,450 more. The 2009 Toyota Venza is clearly a niche crossover. It's what you expect from a successful car company that can afford interesting derivatives of volume platforms. Oddly enough, it may compete more against the Lexus RX than anything else. Still, give Toyota credit for making sure the latest style is not out of reach. In that sense, the Venza has everything it needs to succeed.
There's only one guy we turn to when it's time to do more than just kick some tires. Our